Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet an easy top. You can make this project in no time. It is super quick and beginner friendly. Don't worry if you're new to crochet, this one is very simple to make. For this project, I'll be using this yarn. It is 100% cotton, 50 grams per ball, approximately 75 meters. I'll leave more details about the yarn in the description below. I'll also be using a 4mm crochet hook, a few stitch markers, scissors, and a measuring tape. I start with a slip knot and make 78 chains. My measurement around the bust area is about 80 centimeters, and this number of chains gives me around 60 centimeters. So if you want your top to be bigger, just add more chains. Make sure the total number is multiple of 2. Then I add one more chain for turning. As I mentioned before, my foundation chain measures about 60 centimeters when it's stretched. For this project, I'm working the lemon peel stitch. This stitch is made by alternating single crochets and double crochets. I begin in the second chain from the hook and make a single crochet. I insert the hook into the chain, yarn over, and pull it through. Now I have 2 loops on the hook. I yarn over again and pull through both loops. That's a single crochet. In the next chain, I make a double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook into the chain, yarn over, and pull through. Now I have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then yarn over once more and pull through the last 2 loops. That's a double crochet. So now I have 2 stitches, a single crochet and a double crochet. Then I repeat single crochet, double crochet, and continue alternating these stitches until the end of the row. Each row should start with a single crochet and end with a double crochet. For the second row, I make 1 turning chain. Now I'll be working into the stitches from the previous row. I skip the first turning chain and start with a single crochet, then a double crochet, and continue like this across the row. If you're not sure which stitch comes next, remember that you always work a single crochet into a double crochet and a double crochet into a single crochet. I keep repeating this pattern until I get 20 rows in total. My 20 rows measure about 14 centimeters. If you want your top a little longer, just keep adding rows until you're happy with the length. To finish this part, I make 1 final chain, then secure and cut the yarn. So now, this is what this part should look like. I try to center it, and then I place a stitch marker right under my armpit. I repeat the same on the other side as well. As you can see, when I fold it, the markers line up in the same stitches on both sides. For me, that's 15 stitches. But if you need to adjust 1 stitch more or 1 stitch less, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you always start the row with a single crochet, which means you insert your hook into a double crochet from the previous row, and finish the row with a double crochet into a single crochet from the previous row. Now I'll be working on the part that will cover the bust area. I have stitch markers here, and I start from this one. I insert my hook into that stitch and remove the marker. I attach the yarn into the single crochet stitch, secure it, and make 1 chain. Then I work a single crochet into the next stitch, then a double crochet, and keep alternating the stitches, single, double, until I reach the next stitch marker. So I reached the second stitch marker. It's placed in a double crochet, and my next stitch will be a single crochet. But I need to finish the row with a double crochet. So I have two options. I can finish the row here or here. I prefer to finish it right here. So I add 2 more stitches. And that completes the first row of the bust section. I chain 1 and turn my work. Then I continue working the same way as before, alternating single and double crochets until I have 10 rows. So in total, I have 30 rows. You can add more rows if you need it a bit bigger to cover your bust. And for reference, here are my measurements. This part is 56 centimeters. When it's not stretched, this section measures 36 centimeters. And from top to bottom, it is 23 centimeters. Now I'm going to add the straps to the top. I start from the corner where I finished the last row. If you still have enough yarn, you can just continue working from there. I don't have enough, so I make 1 chain and cut the yarn. And then I attach new yarn into the same space and make 200 chains. This gives me about 135 centimeters. After that, I make 1 more chain, cut the yarn, and pull the tail through the last chain to secure it. Then I repeat the same steps on the other side. Now I pull the straps through the rows on the sides. The spaces where the row ends with a double crochet already look like little holes. This part really depends on you and how you want the back of your top to look. You can weave the straps through any spaces you like. Just play around with it until you're happy with the result. Now I'm going to give the top its shape by tightening the front. I find the middle at the top of the front panel and I pull the small piece of yarn under one of the stitches. Then I pull the yarn through both sides like this. At the end, I adjust the ends so they're the same length, and then I just tie them into a bow. Now the top is done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.